Amazing Grace. Hey everyone, how's it going? Oh wait. Welcome back.
I still can't believe his son would kill his own father. That's crazy, right? I know, we only got one side of the story. But come on, his own father? I mean, I get angry at you sometimes, but...
Do you?
I mean, sometimes, yeah. A little. But I'd never stab you in the back.
No.
This clan really didn't want anyone coming in. How are we supposed to get through?
There must be a way to lift the gate.
Maybe with the big water wheel.
My thought as well.
Oh shit.
Focus up.
We're back for the second round of side questing and bullshitting. So I looked at the recording just now and it was 50 minutes long from the last episode. I'm just jumping straight into this one because I want to get all the side questing done today, aside from the Valkyries, which that's for another time. And it is dark and hell is hot, but not as hot as central New Jersey right this second in this goddamn heat wave. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Cheeto Fuhrer told me that global warming, rather climate change, gotta use climate change because the fucking idiots will bring snowballs to the halls, the fucking spectacular halls of Congress, and declare, no such thing as global warming. How could snow happen otherwise? It's okay. My goddamn Dorito Hitler president told me that, he got it real bad. Told me that climate change is just a Chinese hoax, so, nah. Record-setting heat, this is a lie. I'm making all this up. It's actually a perfect, breezy 65 degrees here inside of my room.
When are you angry?
Oh, fuck this.
What?
With me. When?
Oh, I guess sometimes when you don't think I can do something, but I can.
It is not always easy to know what.
It's okay. I get it. I'm little. Where's that whetstone, I wonder?
Hey, speaking of hoaxes, remember the Titanic was an inside job. Yeah, so I'm feeling very, very hot. I finally turned the air back on. And I'm a bit loopy because of that. Also because of all the side questing and whatnot. I don't think the side quest stuff, aside from some really neat level design like in here, that we'll see loop back on itself. Speaking of being loopy! Good one. Yeah, aside from like some really decent level design and some rewards and some cool dialogue, like interstitial dialogue between the quests, I don't think it's that amazing, but there is some stuff that I really do want to show off. At the same time, side questing for 2 hours make my brain meat go bad. I did do some cleaning up between the episodes. I cleaned my inventory out a lot. Got a little bit of new gear, just a couple of stat boosts here and there. Should add up. The first shopping trip that I've been on since, God only knows when, probably near the beginning of the game. And we also upgraded a couple of things, mainly runic attacks. We have this nice Blades of Chaos combo up at level 2 now. I think especially doing side quests during an LP is I am always... Oh, we didn't quite hit it. Or we pulled back too early. Always terrified that I have nothing to say about these. Because really, there is not much to say about the side quests. Save for one little tidbit that I think it was mentioned by Cory Barlog recently, games director, that the choices made in side questing will have some narrative implications in the next game. A lot of people are quoting him about like the 7 or 8 sequels as if he wasn't being really obviously tongue-in-cheek about that. There are almost definitely going to be new God of War games after this, following in Atreus and new Kratos' footsteps, not 7 or 8. Come on.
What happened over there?
Did lose my train of thought, though. We are going to spin this to lower the bridge. Corey Barlog. What was I saying about our good boy? Hold on, that's going to have to wait. We have a scene.
This is the sun.
That ghost son? How do you know?
The sigil. It matches the dagger we found in his father's back. He stood his ground, but it was not enough.
They betrayed him.
Betrayal begets betrayal. My guess, the young one murdering his dad didn't sit well with the others.
He thought himself ready to lead. It cost him his life.
I guess.
Look there, lad. By his feet.
The whetstone!
Yes. They used it to smash his face in.
They did? Ew.
And right into a Traveler fight. All of these have slightly different designs. I like all of them. Maybe not from a gameplay perspective. Just that one Traveler with the huge shield on his back. This one, we are going to have him stunned and the armor ripped off before he even gets a chance to do anything. When he smashes him with the armor, that's a substantial amount of health as well. So I was saying about Corey Barlog. There aren't necessarily choices that you are making in the side quest, but I believe he means whether or not you choose to engage in the side content, and probably some kind of aggregate based on how many people decided to do which side quests will determine what content from the side quests is expounded upon in sequels. Also, we got the Shattered Gauntlet of Aegis, which is a really interesting talisman, which we don't have much to say about yet, much to do with. So we'll save that, but maybe by the end of the episode, we will get a glimpse of what makes it interesting. By the way, that gauntlet, it does not count as wrist armor or a weapon or anything. It counts as another talisman. And speaking of talismans, after we get out of here, after we turn the quest into Sindri, we're going to go and we're going to sail to Brock's first first favor. But before we do that for him, we're going to sail somewhere else and get a long overdue talisman. Something to replace our Witch Time talisman. Oh, I want to send him into the river too. But not the River of Knives, the physical river, where he will drown. Boo. And we can, before we do that, before we cross over, come over here. What are these? The Scorn Poles. We can freeze the Scorn Pole. And this chest, which you could see from the other side of the gate earlier, when we were getting the water wheel going, we can now get to, and that has some soft Svartalheim steel and World Serpent scales. Now, back to the boat we go. First, we have to open this up. And we're opening just tons and tons of shortcuts back to where we've been. So we can now sail through this whole area at our leisure. Which is just a cool little bit of level design that I think makes this side quest zone kind of worth seeing. aside from, you know, the narrative stuff and the character development with Kratos and Boy.
There's a scroll here. It belonged to the sun. Wow, this goes on and on. Father, forgive me, filled with remorse, regret my actions.
Had he thought before taking action, there would be no need for regret, yes?
Yeah, maybe we should bring this to his father, back at the storeroom.
I'm pretty sure Aegis gold is used for some special upgrades later on, or some special crafting, I should say. Don't exactly remember what, because I never used it in my initial playthrough. High-level gear is not necessary in this game, and grinding for it is pointless. I mean, even with the super boss, grinding for that stuff is not really all that necessary. And Sindri is right back here through this cove. Opened up the final gateway back. And now everything is connected.
If Ymir was the first giant, where did he come from?
You didn't happen to find the whetstone by chance.
We found your whetstone.
Oh, wonderful! This staining is unusual.
The Reavers used it to smash another Reaver's face in.
Oh, wonderful. Here, for your trouble.
Is this any better? Nah. Because the current one I have is better stat-wise, and it's a health burst. Just with precision throws.
After my brother borrowed the last one, I saw him spit on it. To lube it up, he said. I didn't ask for it back.
His Brock impression's pretty spot on. And we'll be going to see Brock in just a second. First, we have to execute a careful U-turn off the dock. And we will track Secondhand Soul, which is the first favor for Brock now. And head to him.
Lumir, can you start that story again from before?
If I recall, we had begun to discuss the origin of Ymir, the first giant. In the beginning, there was Ganungagop, the Great Void. There were no realms yet, only primordial forces. There was fire, and there was ice. And there in the void they met and produced...
Water?
more than water. The mystic lifeblood of something entirely new. From this water, Ymir took form and became a being of pure creation and chaos, mother and father to all that came after.
Even the Aesir?
Aye. Every god, man, and beast came first from Ymir's flesh. Though it was the Aesir who thought themselves so superior that they should hold dominion over the rest of creation. It was Odin who took arms against his creator and spilled Ymir's lifeblood with his spear. A necessary evil, he would say, to bring order to the realms. From Ymir's torn flesh, Odin would fashion the realm of Midgard for his own. Called himself All-Father, as if he was the creator, and not the creator's destroyer. The small, covetous tyrant.
Ymir?
Huh? Oh, sorry, my boy. You know, I think it best we just end it there, actually.
This is the...
You want a beach here?
Yes, I do, Atreus. Thank you. This is the diversion that we were... the digression we were talking about earlier. So we're going to beach here. This area is called Stone Falls. Right? You're right! Yes, we did it. We could have come here much earlier, actually. Obviously, more of the zone is revealed to us, and we can't complete it without coming in the point of the story in which the World Serpent has shifted again and further displaced the lake, lowering the water level. But if we wanted to get the thing that we were after, I forgot that we could have done this much earlier, and with actually much less work involved. Because the boat dock is much higher, which means there's just a little bit less to go through. Also, thank God for Mimir and his boat stories. Cut Epic off a little bit. Beat him to the punch on Mimir.
Your challenges mean nothing to the gods, Spirit. They do not listen.
Do not mock my pursuit of vengeance. Though my family devoted their lives to worshipping Thor, I've devoted mine to his downfall. And I will start with that statue looming over my father's grave.
Unlikely. You are dead.
Is there something we can do?
For a reward, of course.
If you bring down the statue, you have my blessing to loot my father's grave. He rests on an island to the east.
Why do you hate Thor so much?
After my father passed, my mother built the statue.
We super don't care about the spirits. Oh, they're fucking so not interesting. Except for like one or two of them. But neither are the ones we've met. I do like him just shitting all over Thor, though.
I was left with nothing but grief. Eventually, I lost that as well.
Yes, Thor sucks.
I'm so sorry.
Come on.
As we've walked far away from him. Luckily, you could always just read his story through subtitles. Even though his voice faded way out. So the small puzzle that we just did was lowering the gate to our right now behind us in order to raise the other gate inside this arena with the legendary chest. That chest has the talisman that I've been after. And then there's a whole lot more here that we could be doing. We could raise that enormous gate. We could proceed to a whole different zone. I have no real desire to do that. We came here just for this one talisman.
Done.
And in this legendary chest, the talisman that we pick up is the Golden Talisman of Protection. This drastically improves the window of time that you get to parry. You get to fudge it so hard with this talisman. I think it's the best one in the game, bar maybe one or two, let's say.
Do not mistake my mother's statue.
Look here.
Yes, sir. Another map. Great.
Oh, is this the one? Yes, it is! The boat captain's key! Let's check this out real quick when it pops up. There. Boat captain in the belly of the Hydra. This is a really cute callback to God of War 1. The boat captain getting eaten by the Hydra at the beginning of the game and retrieving the key. Ah, man, that's cool. Also, I don't know why Atreus said another map. I don't recall having found other maps so far, but those are just treasure maps.
What about it?
Let his story be a reminder. The lives of men mean nothing to the gods.
I know, Father.
You know. But do you listen?
Yes.
Good.
There's something down there. This is where the tower to Jotunheim should be. Feels strange somehow.
No doubt some arcane magics were involved. I would be not at all surprised to learn you were sensitive to that.
But Father, we are gods. But do you listen, boy? So Brock and Sindri's side quests, all four of them, take you all over the Lake of Nine. And it's nice that you at least get some bespoke locations with some unique level design and some unique puzzles for these side quests. I will give them that much credit. Is there anything over here? Nope, just another side of that, I think. Nope. I think that's where the other boat dock is, if you come here earlier on before you've lowered the water level again. Wait, is this another map already? No, it's just Hack Silver. Ah.
Boy. Here. Boy.
Another marker.
Alright, what do we got? Okay, so Andvari is the son of Ivaldi, and the ancients ain't shit for the dwarves, basically. The ancients ain't shit to us but tools.
Hey, look who's back up and about. Didn't I tell you it'd be fine?
Oh, almost forgot. Brock, this is our new friend Mimir.
We've met.
Oh, why didn't you say so?
He
knows why. I know why. You know why.
Quiet. No more of this.
Know what? Sorry I brought it up. Can't you and Sindri just patch things up? Whatever happened couldn't be all that bad. You're family.
Now don't be lecturing me about family. I ain't the one what forgot what our name stood for. What we made, the weapons we made were legendary across 9 realms for more years than I can count. You just don't throw that away on account of one bad...
One bad what?
One bad nothing. Ain't you got somewhere to be?
Alright. What? More side quests? Okay.
Can you read it?
These runes read death and... So, Brock said his friend was dwarven like him. Wearing a green ring.
Look if you wish. I will be gathering resources for our journey.
You don't want to help him?
No,
Why not?
because I do not run air.
Dwarven, but no ring. One of his crew?
Scorch marks. There, along the floor and wall.
Weird. I guess we keep looking.
We?
I mean, I'll keep looking. That's a soul eater. If that kills us, that's it. No Valhalla, no hell, no afterlife, ever.
It does not attack.
Oh. Mom made them sound more dangerous than that.
Then do not drop your guard. Come.
So the order that we've done things makes that scene really awkward, because we've already faced down a bunch of those. Although now it's at least nice to have that little bit of lore about how having your soul devoured by one of them is basically just purgatory. You don't go to Valhalla, you don't go to Helheim, you don't go to any of the afterlives. Also, look at these guys that we have not seen in a little bit. The nightmare parasites infesting host Draugr. This has been a hot minute. Of course, all the Draugr around here are pretty weak. Easy to stun, easy to kill once the nightmares have been extracted. Plus, if you're quick enough, you can kill 1 or 2 of the nightmare before they become a problem.
Ring while looting the body.
Oh.
Be ready.
Oh, here we go. The lightning debuff makes this so much more forgiving. Usually do this in 1 or 2 teleport cycles. Just perfect lockdown. So good. Alright, so in this room, there are 3 seals. 3.
We're not gonna find Brock's friend alive, are we?
We're gonna run around this room, finding the 3 seals. I think 2 of them you can see down here. And then the 3rd one is actually closer to the door, if I'm remembering this right. First one's just through this gate, which we open up nice and quick.
The ring! On that severed hand! Attached to the Soul Eater. Well, we know what happened to Invari now. We can just go tell Brock. No need to fight it, right?
No, we will fight it.
But why?
Because you are frightened of it.
Also, he has a secret heart of gold. And he just wants to free Invari's soul. Remember, the explicit reason that we are doing this, the primary objective is to get his, either the anvil or the hammer that Invari was famed for having. Oh shit, this one is not such a jobber. That one actually took some work to extract the nightmare. I'm gonna take a gamble here and say that it's not gonna possess a second enemy before we just murder everything around us. Oh, I saw it getting ready. Oh wait, it may have gotten into the one to my left. Yep. That's no problem. It's no problem at all. Because look at that. Parry window already paying dividends. That's the best feeling, is knocking them away with the parry counter and into like one of those flaming pots. One of the explosives. There's our second seal, perched up on one of the peaks overlooking the arena. And then the last one will be near the door. For this one, if you look over on the right, there is one of the explosives perched over the cliffside, and you drop it onto the seal.
Be strong, Atreus. Stay focused and look for a weak point.
Yes, sir.
Stay quiet. Make no sudden movement.
I love that. You can hear it crashing through everything in the environment as it comes back to Kratos. Come on, do your big dumb chest beam. There we go. Oh, yeah. Aw. Couldn't block in time after the end of that animation. I got stuck in it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll be a nice 2 cycle. Now ads will spawn, so we want to hurry this process up, if at all possible. Oh, that will help. That'll help a lot. That's so much damage. Come on. We just want this thing dead before the ads cause problems. Great. So that was really, really super trivial.
I can't believe it.
Oh, and there's Zambari's ring.
But where's the rest of
Ashes, most likely.
it? The Soul Eater's on it. I guess we should bring this back to Brock.
And like before, with the first favor for Sindri, we did not get what we were looking for in the first go-around. Fury of the Ice Troll. Is this the big point-blank AoE? Yeah. That's not as good or as cool as their sick beam. It may be more practical, but I like the ice beam a whole lot. Now, once again, we're going to boost Atreus up so he can drop a chain down for us so we can get on out of here. Hey, good shit.
What does it say?
You will not
sir.
die.
These runes were written fast. It spells out Aegis. I don't know that one.
We will ask the blue one.
So now you're interested?
We found his alchemist. A reward was promised.
I'm not ready.
This time we won't make the same mistake. Oh, no, one of them already got in. Oh, well. Oh, well. That's still one less of these that we have to worry about jumping back into this. I really don't like this pot being here. It would be nice. There we go. Was trying to hit it. Sometimes the auto-aim does not want to cooperate whatsoever. And do we have another set of nightmares? No, I think it's just these three. Wow, one ice beam. One ice beam did the trick. That's some tasty damage. And they give you these 3 green life bar, like lower level enemies, just to give you a victory lap and make you feel a little bit more powerful for completing that side quest. Like, not only have you progressed, your character has progressed. It makes you feel like... No, we're going back this way. Back to Brock, and then back to the boat for more boat stories and more Brock side quests. And that'll be that. That'll be the last one.
What'd you find?
Your alchemist.
I'm sorry, Brock. The hand is all we could find. Still wearing the ring. There was a soul eater inside, and well, it must have burned away the rest of him.
Suppose you'll still be wanting some compensation, huh?
Naturally.
Naturally, he says. Miani Feruxi. I'll take a closer look at this here ring. Maybe Anvari left a bit of magic inside before he croaked.
Dwarves can do that?
Sure, dwarves and magic jewels is like flies and pig lips. Supple ones.
Ugh. I'm not as interested as I thought.
Oh there. Got another favor to ask you two.
What do you want, dwarf?
I got another lead on my old pal Anvari. Meet me at the Lawn Soother Mines. There's some fancy-dancy loot in it for you.
Another lead? But we already found him. Well, found his hand anyways.
I'll explain at the mines. These ones is just south of the river pass. Now you two want something, or you just gonna stand there all gag-scrapped and slack-jawed? What's it gonna be this time? Pulled the ring off Anvari's hand at the Velander mines. Feller was always tampering with souls and dark rituals and matters of the night, see?
Huh, weird. I didn't see it there.
Just the sound of his
Oh, wait, was I in
hammer
craft?
flapping metal were enough to stoke my fires all blissful.
Oh, yeah, I
You
was.
better clear out before I get all frisky.
So we could upgrade the Shatter Gauntlet of Aegis if we had another dragon tier. I don't know if you remember, but that's one of the upgrade items that we got after we beat Razlir. So there are 5 of those dragon tiers in the entire game. There are 3 optional dragons that you can free, and it's much less interesting than it sounds, but you get one for each of them. And then there is one more tier that you can get near the ass end of the game. And you need all 5 to get the Shattered Gauntlet up to level 3, where it becomes really, really tasty. You also need, like, way too much hack silver and way too much Dust of Realms. The things that we get for those tears in space and time. So that's gonna prove a significant impediment to ever bothering upgrading that fully. Oh, I guess... Fucker. Oh, no. I thought Mimir was out of stories, and then I didn't, and now I do again. Mimir, my dude, you can't just leave me on the hook like this. We're only at the title for Landsuther Canyon. You can't go not telling stories yet. I need you. I need you to fill the boat time, Mimir. Or Kratos, you could step up again. Haven't heard from you in a good while about your stories. Tell the one about the tortoise and the hare. Man, I think once you get Mimir, you miss out on a lot of Kratos' story time. That sucks. We haven't heard any of his stories since we got the head. Wow, Mimir was dead silent through that whole ride. Well, back to Brock one more again. He should be just up here.
Well, looky who decided to show. Talk to this here ring.
What? I can't hear thoughts from rings, Brock. It's talking to me! It's Andvari!
Ha! Knew it.
He says he went to the Velnder mines to observe his mistake, but then the Soul Eater attacked, so as he was being ripped apart, he cast a spell that removed his soul and put in this ring. And then he...
What about all his stuff?
Huh?
Andvari had a workshop here with all sorts of posh doodads and ornatory tools, and one beaut of a hammer. You make mention of it still in there?
You're upsetting him.
Your point? You fellas take Andvari with you and go have a look-see. If you find his hammer, I'll whip up something real nice for you. Hey now, don't go forgetting your entry stone.
Bitch, you told me we would get a really nice reward last quest. Stop lying. You're a lying liar who lies.
Andvari isn't happy about us taking his stuff.
I do not care.
Fair enough. Big mood. He is dead. Oh god, what are the Toxel worms? Again, been a minute. We're gonna use the new version of the Plume of Chaos that we got and just absolutely clean this house out. I'm beginning to think the shock arrows might be the most substantial upgrade you get, optional or otherwise. Like, man, it's there's no difference greater than going from the light arrows to the shock arrows. There's no upgrade, there's no single upgrade you get that makes that much of a difference. Not from the main story, and not from any kind of optional content.
That he died because of his mistakes. He sounds sad.
The ring's grief is of little importance, boy.
So we have to drop this down just so we can get the right vantage point to shoot this. And that's so very stupid.
He did not like
Stop listening to the ring, boy. Cannot be trusted.
And suddenly Dark Elves. There's some other Dark Elf theming in this level, like the Roots from Alfheim are back. Just for this little area. But this is the first time that we have fought any of the elves since getting the Blades of Chaos, and boy, they don't have shit to answer for this. They cannot turn back the challenge of swinging swords on a chain. They can't really deal with that. Oh man, oh man. Jumping from Greek to Norse mythology opens up so many possibilities, and I have for the longest time, long before the announcement of this God of War, wanted an Egyptian God of War game. I still think that would be cool as shit. But now I'm imagining Japanese God of War, except instead of the Blades of Chaos, Kratos just has a Kasarigama, and this is Neo, isn't it? This is fucking Neo. Never mind, I'm good. Wait, is it though? Yeah, Yamada no Orochi is a boss. I guess you're not really fighting Shinto gods so much as you're fighting yokai, but still. But imagine fighting, like, Tsukiyomi and Amaterasu.
Here, boy.
Sir. Another map. Can't we find something useful here?
Oh, no. I thought we could push this, maybe. We can grab this while we're here. And we'll be back in this room in a second. So we open this up kind of as a shortcut. This is definitely the wrong way, though. Instead, we actually want to climb up adjacent to the waterfall. Then do some of these vine, not really puzzles, because that is not. Then squeeze through here, and we are at the home stretch of this side quest.
A soul eater.
And a traveler. Guard up.
So the Soul Eater only becomes active if you attack it, or get really close to it, like physical contact close. This Traveler, on the other hand, is cool as shit and aggressive right from the get-go. Cool as shit, if for no other reason than that, like, neck armor and two banners sticking out of his shoulder blades. What a very cool boy this was. Ah, that's a worm. get the shit out of here, Tasselworm. Trying to admire the Traveler's cool-ass armor.
Ready, Father?
Oh, that's that good shit.
The apple doesn't fall far.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Mimir. Didn't really need your input, but that's nice.
A dead soul eater. What's a soul eater even doing here? What do you mean it's your fault?
Ignore him.
It's sort of tough for me to ignore.
Like you can actually hear noise coming from the ring. You can actually hear his whispers to Atreus. Just not in any comprehensible language.
Focus up, boy.
Oh, come on, into the river with you. Into the river, into the river, into the river. Thank you. That's one less elf. One less elf. He's on the shelf. He is fucking dead. And that one took to the sky to God knows where. And the turning radius while you're firing the ice beam is very low. Oh, there's hit stop on every hit. I indeedly doodly spent like 3 minutes forgetting what to do here, when all you really have to do is climb and then scooch right. Forgot you can do that. Oops. Thought I had to backtrack and then lower the elevator, or raise the elevator or lower it or something before I could get up here. Nah. It's fine. And now we turn this, and this will raise the elevator.
The workshop is up there. But I know. Don't trust the talking ring.
Well, even if Ambari in the ring is lying to us, we only have one direction that we can go, since we can't ford the river and go to the other side or do anything else. This dude looks pretty cool. I don't remember if this is the exact same model as the Dark Elf boss from Alfheim. I don't think it is. I think the horns are different. He's pretty similar, though. Same kind of blinding gimmick. It's still really apparent from how ornate his gear is that he is the boss of all the elves here. He's cool, though. Whoops, forgot the explosions caused the blindness status, too. So if they're right in front of you, you can wail on them perfectly fine. Oh, please stop flying away from my Rage of the Gods. Oh, you just need one more hit. Thank you, boy. You did a good job. Oh, he actually got out of the way and dodged the riposte.
We are done here.
Oh, another one. Creates a defensive zone around Kratos. I think that's the one that gradually shrinks.
Father, please, just listen. Invari's crew did something bad here. He's glad you destroyed his lab, and he's sorry he kept trying to trick us. His hammer is just through this gate.
Again, it doesn't really matter whether he's telling the truth or not, because we only have one direction we can go. Also, what would Rock have to say if we just showed up and be like, yeah, we went all through the cave, didn't find anything, and we just kind of sat down and had a picnic at, like, 20 feet out of line of sight from Brock instead of actually doing the work.
Going in the journal?
We still feel obligated to give us a reward. Oh, some stuff about the Soul Eaters. And our reward. Our eternal reward.
This is a fine hammer.
Ooh.
Invari says thank you. Can we keep him?
We will talk to the blue one.
Atreus just wants to keep all of these mystical artifacts and decapitated godheads as pets. Yeah, it's the same thing about Mimir. And is this just gonna be a single Totzel worm? Probably not, right? No, it was! They just threw one Totzel worm in for good measure at the end. And let us peace out of this cave forever. And head back to Brock, and then we go back to the main story and more of these good revelations and set pieces and all this good stuff.
Here, the Alchemist Hammer. His spirit is a nuisance.
Nah, Unvari always was an asshole. Hell of an alchemist, though. Hand him over here and I'll melt him down.
What? You're going to melt down your friend?
A trapped soul's what I need to give your reward some extra oomph. You don't want it?
Father, we can't do that. Here, you hold on to him. He's really useful, I promise.
Fine. So long as he proves his worth.
Kid's a bit of a softie, huh? Well, he'll grow out of it. Now you're talking.
Alrighty.
What the fuck ever?
Let's equip the Shattered Gauntlet of Aegis real quick, and then socket our new jewel into it. Because the Shattered Gauntlet of Aegis is a cute reference to the incomplete Infinity Gauntlet. Complete with a bunch of jewels that go specifically into it to power it up, which each refer to the Infinity Stones. There are 6 like this. Notice it's even a punch. So the one that we get as a quest reward here is, I believe, the Soul Stone. And you only get real power out of this with the final upgrade that gives it 3 sockets and putting 3 of the Infinity Stones into it. But that requires so much upgrading. It does make it really powerful, and it shoots out just multicolored beams that we don't have to redirect. Anyway, that's going to do it for now. Thank you all for watching. We'll get back on the main story next time. Thank you all for watching. Take it easy. Have a good one.